Hi. Hello, my favorite peeps. I hope you're doing well. I'm not really sure how many of you today. How are you doing? Um, how are you today? How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Mm, so, I hope we are having a really nice Friday. For me, it's been a little bit of a complicated day. Actually, it's not that I did something that I didn't like to do, but I had to wake up a little bit early, and then I did a lot of shopping, and you know how exhausting shopping can be. It has been quite exhausting, though. I bought myself some fancy stuff that I really like. So maybe at some point I will show you guys. Um, Anyway, so right now I'm going to continue with my quest on finishing the daily crosswords, but today I wish to start with a mini because I think we need to kind of like warm up before starting with a big crossword. Also, because maybe some people are going to join a little bit later on, so I don't know. I kind of feel like I will start the mini as a warm up and then um we'll do the rest later. I hope it's fine with everyone. I'll just open something in my other window just check things. I like checking things. Um I hope you're doing well. Exactly. So. Um, I just wanted to check the sound. Unfortunately, I cannot check the sound um, unless um, I cannot check the sound unless I know how to actually do it. And unfortunately, I do not know how people do that. So anyway, so let's do. Oh, this is a Saturday crossword, so the mini is also pretty big. So anyway, objection. This is the short for an objection. I object. Oh, this is too long for I object. Mont Blanc mountain range. The Alps. Hips don't lie. It's a hips don't lie. But it's a Shakira. Professor helpers for short as TAs. I wish kind of that those were elves as well. You know, the elves. Um, they would be just checking the works of the kids, and then based on how good your grades were, you kind of get a present at the end of the year. And if you were very poor, or very naughty, you just get something really bad as a present. I mean, this is basically how university work, right? Cotton, linen, and satin. This are fabrics. Fabrics. Um, Words before sharing a funny joke. Hear me out. I don't know, like I think there's a lot of people who are just say different things before they share a funny joke. Woman who's told you don't have to put on the red light in a hit by the police. Roseanne? Ro Re Roxanne. I was just trying to remember. Roxanne. It's actually like her name is really close to mine, if you think about it. If you don't think about it, we have nothing in common. But if you do think about this at some point, yeah, I think some people actually call me Roxanne now for some reason. I don't know why, because I think it's quite easy to understand that Oksana is just doesn't have an R in a name. It's quite easy. Anyway, the I of TGI Friday, it's Friday. Now I understand. It's like, oh, or ah, one of those. Made noises with one's mouth. It's beatbox. Actually, one of my favorite sorry, one of my favorite videos in 2025 is a beatbox monkey, and a beatbox monk, from some Chinese, um, I think there was like a trip to the West, originally, some like adaptation of it, and someone just made like a beatbox remix or something. There is a bunch of videos that um, put beatbox into different parts of this series. It's hilarious. Maybe at some point I will find the video, but it actually took us a while with my husband to to find the perfect one, because there is a lot, like there's a few, but none of them I like. Not all of them I like. There is some that I don't really like because I don't think they are that funny. But there are some funny ones. Um, yeah, capital of Indonesia, Jakarta. It was I object. Okay, I did count the letters wrong. I object was it? But okay, Jakarta. Let's read the rest of the questions. Shortening in speech is from captain to captain. It's a lesion. Absolutely something that I knew. AMT skill is CPR. It's emergency room thing. They might ask you to remove your shoes for short. It's a TSA. This is the airport thing. Christmas tree variety. It's a fir. Affirmative. Many moons ago. Words before sharing a funny joke. I got one. I got one. It's a good one. Channel whose initials are hidden in the name of the channel, CNN, and what we have here, get a glimpse of, is of course C. Ta-da-ba-bam, boom. So it only took us 5 minutes 27 seconds with me absolutely yapping throughout to get through the mini of today, Saturday, December 5th. Yeah. I was just checking if I had put the name, the date, today's date into the name of the channel, but I didn't. I hope it's all right. I hope no one gets like completely confused about which day, which crossword I'm doing today. Yeah. So I think we're ready to dive into the today's Saturday crossword. And let's see, the wordplay section is called Winter Quaffs, and it has a picture of what I assume is either an otter or a beaver. Definitely something amusing is happening here, because I kind of imagine this being a part of like one of those videos that were extremely popular. I think they are still extremely popular on YouTube, those cute animal videos. I'm pretty sure this is one of those. Maybe in TikTok it would also have some cute music from like blurted music from Ratatouille in the background. I kind of think this is the music from Ratatouille. I don't know. Okay, again, 1 minute gone. I haven't even got to the questions. Goes around in circles. Winter quaffs. We'll skip this for now, but I'm just reading this for you. So booty is, I think, a lute. So I think we'll put a pencil as a standard for now. We will maybe turn off when we are sure, but for now, everything that goes into this crossword will go there in a pencil. Source of rhythm in electronic music. It's actually a drum machine usually. No, it's not a drum machine. Well, when with 23 down, bandolier, for example. 23 down, what do we have here? C17 across, classic. Well, I don't know what bandolier is. I know what gondolier is. It's the driver of a gondola, but court order. Chinese surname transliterating Zhuo. Okay. Assessor. Something, some minor. It's quite a minor question, you know. Some. A few, maybe? A few we can maybe put here, but this is F in the end of a word, first name in Norse, exploration. Olaf, no trouble, is dish commonly made in a Dutch oven. It's stew. I mean, I kind of can find something for each of those. Stew. So maybe it's not that bad. Treats whose name is derived from the Arabic for drink. To drink. Treats whose name is derived from the Arabic to drink. Honestly, everything I can think about right now is baklava. The only treat I can think about is baklava. Thread organizer. It's either a sewer, like a person who saws, or some admin or moderator on the online platform on somewhere. Or maybe not. Home to the Temple of Hephaestus. Athens? No. Too many letters. Sparta, maybe. Small one. Cutters for kitchen installations. No idea. High-stake gambler in Vegas lingo. If only I knew what that was. Not that high stakes myself. Like some car exteriors and hey, relax. Completely normal. I don't know. Director John M. Woo. I know the guy named John Woo, and the one who was, I think he was directing the fight scenes in Matrix. Should say, I don't know. Many a character on Breaking Bad. That's interesting. So either they are from many a character on Breaking Bad, drug dealers, drug makers, narcos, actually, narco. What can it be? White? White? I don't think this is appropriate. Toiletry kit item. Mm, this we can, I think, play with. This can be no, I don't know. I mean I do have a few ideas. So it can be brush, toothpaste, tooth what? Okay, nothing else with a tooth. It can be this floss. It can be the file for your nail file. Long time Nestle product. I don't know. Portray of Linda in this. I think this is Ari. This is, yeah. This I'm sure of, more or less. Cleanse is probably detox. Pop. Digital Fime character was the lucky Finn. Oh, Nemo maybe. So let's do this a detox. I guess this is a Nemo. Do we have here? Ready is one of the one in the wind in the willows. I actually didn't watch this. Are they like partisans or soldiers? Or is it the different movies, not the one in the protagonist? The wind in the willows. Okay, no, it's a different one. It's a completely different thing. Where did the Cillian Murphy actually play it? Cillian Murphy movies? There was some movie about him doing Peaky Blinders. Peaky fucking Blinders. What was it? It was something about Irish movie, about Irish movie. The wind that shakes the barley. I mean, there was the wind present in the name of the movie, so yeah. So I kind of mistook. So of course I took it as the same, but okay. Singer was the top 10 albums. Crash and Brat. Oh, this is my bad. What was it in von Dutch? You're my number one. Charlie X. I mean, okay, XCX is definitely here. I'm not sure about what comes here. Maybe I think it's gonna be I and I. I think it's gonna be just I, Charlie XCX. But good, we've been here. Indubitably, it's something that it's a synonym for sure, of course, definitely. Honey and sugar for two. Sweeteners, or cute names, or I think names, pet names. I think it can be a pet name. Not necessarily. Holder of arrows. I don't know the word in English. Or do I? I'll think about it. I'll think about the word. And it stinks. Otter? Pop. Oh, it's a dad, of course. It's a dad. And I think it's going to be otter. So it's something that stinks. Pan athletes. Oh, this is a category that I'm always very bad at. Website that competes with PC Mac. I don't know. Having a good aura in slang. Vibe. Being good person. vibey. I don't know. Um, cool, lit, rad. I'm not really good at slang myself, so what's that? That? Co that's crazy. Okay. Hippie happening. Woodstock. Warning preceding some madness during March Madness. Again, two of my favorite, um, yeah, I mean, March Madness is maybe also college basketball, some some sports. I'm not even sure it's basketball, I'm not sure it's college, but please, mom, is it like may I or can I? So I would say I comes here for sure, and maybe A here would be also for sure, but is it email abbreviation? If it's can I, okay, I'm not even sure what that would be. Endangered African grazer, some antelope, I don't know. Side effect after a baby barbecue meal, formerly meat farts. I'm pretty sure these are. This is a huge deal in forest community. Aussie predator is probably a crocodile. Email abbreviation is probably BCC. You kind of BCC someone, blind copy them, so people don't know. I mean, people stay blind. You keep other people in darkness as towards your intentions about this email. Closing statement. Can I close this? Something like this. Count me in. Let's do it. I'm here. I'll do it. I don't know. Lead into some juicy gossip. Have you heard? Do you do we know? Do you know what I have just heard? The rumor says it. Rumor says it's like grapevine. A birdie told me. I mean, does nothing fits here. Oh, writing Chested. I really need those people who write in my chat usually in this chat right now. I know this is a FIDE, is a federation of a chess, but what's the rating? I'm not really sure. ELO, it's actually ELO. So I think the booty is not, I think it's ELO. I think I know the word, and it's ELO. Bandolier. Who is that? Big Apple Cathedral. So Big Apple is New York, clear. Cathedral, some cathedral in New York. I'm not sure. For trade exports, like furs. Not being very smart here. Frozen treat, I guess, could be an icy. Icy. Tennis duo. Um, hmm. I I'm kind of. I mean, of course, it's a wordplay, right? So this is the question mark. Can tennis duo? Maybe it's like when you get scored 2 points in tennis. I think it's either ace or like deuce, or I know that you say zero love. which I find hilarious. I don't think it's this though. Might go for a buck. American battle rank named for battle tank named for a general. How am I supposed to know battle tanks? I'm sorry. No trouble. It is not trouble at all to know all the American generals. I mean, tank names. The only tank names I know are like Leopard, Panther. I'm not even sure Leopard is actually a tank name, but I kind of think they're T-34. Everything is very Soviet. I think actually the T-34 is the only thing I know from the Soviet tanks, and everything rest is somehow the World War II tanks from Germans. The N-words tanks, N-word tanks. Former French President Coty. Fortunately, I'm not familiar with this specific French president. I only know Charles de Gaulle and the guy who was in prison but not anymore, Sarkozy. I think there was someone between him and Macron. I don't know. Bread spread. Cheese. Its first and second editions were published more than 60 years apart. It's usually OED, Oxford English Dictionary, Sacred Polynesian Plants. Some palms? It kind of must be some palm trees. Yoga pants and such. Maybe sportswear. Endangered African grazer. Again. What could end in no? No way I could know that. Rhino? Rhinoceros? Grazer. Grazer means the someone who's like eating the grass, if I'm not mistaken. So I would suppose this can be like a zebra. Zebra, no. Zebra. No, it's actually not a zebra. Very fast in a way. Chaotic. Automatic. It's maybe something that is like with the speed of light. Telepathic. Ruddy is one of in the wind in the willows. Narrator actually is a good one because this is a book. This is apparently a children's novel. Tourist. Maybe if he's either an animal. Ready. Musketeer. Long time Nestle products. Pot to dog. Peer maybe? What do we have here? Indubitably. Holder of arrows. I know this word. I should know this word. Pan-athletes. This is a fair question. Wait a sec. No, wait. Wait a sec. Don't go. No idea. Which actually fits these squares. Pursuits. Tries. goals actually would be pursuit, or enterprise can be a pursuit, or your yeah, goal is aspiration can be a pursuit. I don't see any of these words fitting into the given place in a given space of these squares, so I think we'll have to move on. Classic arcade game with a permit. Like soar. Shark bait. Neat. Everything I know about shark baits is from Jaws. Negative. Nope. Nope. Who's asked the musical question, do you want to build a snowman? Musical question is not about the music, it's a musical. Do you want to build a snowman? Who can be asked about this? Um, hmm. One idea that I have is that it can be in this Wizard of Oz movie. You know, the famous snow of the Wizard of Oz, made of asbestos. The best snow that could be. There is. They have this the best snow that there ever was. But I don't think it's there. Like, I don't think the Dorothy was asked that. So no, I mean there can be some musical character which I don't know really. Long-time catalog purveyor. Washington and Adams in Chicago. Streets, avenues, and I kind of feel like it's as this and Adams. This kind of implies that we're gonna have an S in the end. Maybe AV, but I think the standard abbreviation for avenue is AVE. So, wide mouth. Hole, pie hole. I don't know. It goes around in circles. Face. I don't know. I'm saying face, but anything that goes around in circles, like electrical circuit, light. I don't know why I said circle as a circuit. I mean, the clock goes around in circles. It goes around in circles. Well, I kind of have an idea that in circles means in circles as a geometrical figures. Winter quaffs. Interesting. Booty. This can as well relate to the rear of a human's body. Or behind, and not about the treasures gathered during the unlawful actions towards, or I mean, not necessarily unlawful, but to the treasures gathered during the exploration pursuits. So it can be in the war or by pirates or anywhere else. I think it could be a booty. I'm not really sure which meaning here is supposed to be. So, source of rhythm in electronic music. Tech, techno slot. Techno, what can be, or it's not techno at all. Mechanical something. What do we have here? Bandolier, court order. You know what they always say? You have a, and they said this word in suits like 1,000 times. Uh, subpoena. Don't know. It's not that. Um, it's too bad. This is a word I know. Not really sure what the court order is meant here. Maybe is it like the court is now in session, everyone raise, something like this. Can also be an order of a court. Or it can be a court as a court of a ruler, in some castle. The ruler, the Tsar, the emperor, and his minions and favorites, and everyone is like everyone is gathered, or like the entirety of these people. This is also a court, I guess. Chinese surname transliterating Zhuo. Assessor. Can it be just a minor? Treats whose name is derived from the Arabic for to drink. For trade exports, I think we would just put here S because it should be there. So, thread organizer. It's a loom, I guess. It's the thing where women weave the fabric itself. So it's going to be the thread organizer for us. Home to the temple of Hephaestus. Let's try out Sparta for now. This is the best day I can do at this point. I don't know any other major Greek cities. So we can, if it doesn't work, we'll just remove it at some point. So cutters for kitchen installations. Kitchen installation. Cutters for kitchen installations. Kitchen installation. What is that? Fridge, a microwave, a coffee grinder, or this chopping board. What can be installed in a kitchen? A stove. I mean, nothing of this really has a cutter. A grinder, but a blender, like this huge mixer, what is called planetary mixer from KitchenAid. Again, none of this has a cutter. There is a cutter for a pizza. There are cutter for For cookie, there are cookie cutters. Knives. Cutters for kitchen installations can be just knives. But knives do not fit here in any possible way. Even if all the letters in here that we wrote with a pencil are wrong, it's still not that. High stake gambler in Vegas lingo. Don't know. Like some car exteriors and hairy legs. Toxic. Waxed. You're gonna polish or polish. My favorite meme about polish. I mean, this, of course, there was something else. There's something else was actual polish. It says something, and then it's like I don't understand. Polish. There was like a car polish saying something, and I'm like, oh no, if only I had said polish. Director John M. Pay. I know someone in Pay. But he's not a director. He's an architect. Sit say. Hang, maybe. Main character on and Breaking Bad. I think it's really a narco. Is it Brad Spread Oleo? Sacred Polynesian plant. Tarot, maybe? Kitchen cutters. Tile. So I think it is a tile. You have tiles in kitchens. Then what is the cutter for a tile? I don't know. Tile cutter. Nemo. Reddy is one in the wind and the willows. He's a water balloon. He's water what? He's water what? Endangered African grazer. Galiziano is still too few letters to fit in here. Very fast, anyway. Hectic, automatic, chaotic, okay, I already said telepathic. Very fast, instant, but in a way, maybe very fast is like when you fast way too much, so you're kind of like all starving. This can also be one of the options here. Let's first of all keep that in mind, and then second is like move over for now. What is an animal name that starts with water that can water cat, water dog, water, okay, there's 4 letters. Watermelon, water cat, water filter, water daughter, water hoarder, water door, water whore. I didn't say that. No, I didn't just say that. Uh, beaver. I kind of think this is exactly the animal that is this one. Water wall. Okay, now I meant I think it's a legit. I think it's some relative. It must be some relative of an otter. It's often informally called a water rat. Only superficially reserved. It's so cute. It's very cute, extremely cute. It's even, but it kind of looks like a rat. This is true. Are they animals? Are they relatives of the otters? Are they? Habitat, diet, breeding, behavior, predation, conservation. Um, Semi-aquatic rodent. I think otters are also rodents. No, the otters are not though. The but the beavers are. Okay, I think this is too much of a of um I'm not even this is an odyssey I'm going to embark on. Um Trying to understand whether an otter is a relative of a wall or not. Um yeah, maybe not. This is too much for today. I'll just spot to dock. Pier, maybe? Yes, we've been there already. This this part of the stream has already happened. Wait a sec. No, not sure. Pursuits. Shark bait. I still don't know. Maybe it is just a meat, but because I'm not really sure what this, I'm not. I feel really bad about any website, but I mean website. For a website, it might be okay, but that's crazy. It's very unlikely starts with EO. And warning preceding some madness during March Madness is also probably not ape. Ape your way through this. But I mean, okay, this can happen. I can see this happening. Um, where were we though? Classic arcade game. What's asked? The musical question. Who's asked? Okay, long time catalog purveyor. White mouth. Maybe gap. Can be a gap. Having a good aura. Vibey. IKEA. I think is a IKEA catalog purveyor. Alert. Maybe. Side effect after a barbecue meal. Informally. Okay, these are speakers. That's crazy. Go. Okay, I'm not sure it's. You'll go crazy. You're not gonna believe this. Warning preceding some madness during March Madness. I kind of think alert here can. It's a warning. It's an alert. Is this reasonable? Pursuits. We're gonna put here an S. I don't know. Closing statement. Can it be the statement when you close your bank account? Okay, it's been a really long day, so let's embark on this journey and this adventure. Tis the season for winter quaffs. Here in the northeast, at least, this is a new one for me, and I found spiced ales only after several wrong guesses. Spiced ales. Okay, so I think it's not an olive actually. But the rest seems to be standing. Or seems to be withstanding these trial of a new word. So spices. What was it? Spiced ales. Spiced ales. Let's see what it gives us. Big Apple Cathedral. Fur trade experts. How do we even call it? Like the furs. I think it's called the fur. Like when the animal is dead. I'm sorry for the images that this might incur, but the animal is dead and they would just like get this. Oh, that there is a word for it. They would kind of like scoff it, put the fur away from the rest of the body. And I kind of thought that this was a word. Tennis duo. Okay, I might go for a buck. Dime. Go for a buck. Doe. It's a buck is in here is a male animal. It's an animal. I can't say more. I really can't tell you more. It's not because I don't want to. American battle tank. Abrams maybe. Abrams. Okay, maybe, but I'm confused. Maybe it's not a sportswear after all. I'm pretty sure about the where, about the when and how this is not all said, but I think I've heard about Abrams at some point. First name in Norse exploration. Who did explore the North? Lars. Loaf. Leaf. No trouble. Maybe ease it is. Let's see what we have here. Techno beat, maybe. Techno beat. Court order. Fur trade exports. Tennis duo. Oh my god, this is a wordplay. This wordplay is tricky. So, tennis duo is a duo of N. within the word tennis. First name in Norse exploration. Leif? Norse exploration. There's probably someone Danish or Swedish or is something completely different that I don't really understand. Big Apple Cathedral. Okay, let's just put there New York Cathedral because I think there is only one and it should be very famous in New York. Where Cathedral, St. Patrick's. Sent who? Sent who? I can also actually say that please rise. Oh my god, it is a please rise. It is exactly what I said. If you remember, like 30 minutes ago or something like this, I said it might be a court order when like everybody's sent out. The court is in session. Wow. I'm quite happy that this is such a nice clue that it's possible to like understand it. I'm a little bit sad that I didn't get it like immediately. And I think it's pelts. And I bet the pelt is exactly what I think. Pelt. Yeah, I think the pelt is what I thought. Just don't know the word for it, unfortunately. But it's okay. It's okay. Assessor. St. Okay, so it is St. Patrick's. St. Patty's. St. Patrick's. There's not enough letters. St. Patty's. Is this a rebus? No, I don't think so though. Assessor can be meter. St. Pete? St. Pete? Is there a St. Pete? St. Pete? New York? St. Pete's Church in Manhattan. Moving from NYT to okay, St. Petersburg, Florida. I was thinking this picture looks very unrealistic. But okay, it kind of makes sense if this is in Florida. St. Pete, New York. St. Pete's Church in Manhattan. Yeah, I think we have St. Pete here. St. Pete, but let's put it in pencil because I'm not sure. Maybe it's a meter. So not minor, but meter. Okay, moving forward. I see Abrams, French president. Spot to dog. Having a good aura. Vibing. Treats, his name is derived from the Arabic for to drink. Yogurts. Yogurts, maybe. Yogurts. Okay, I don't think his name is yogurt. Yogurt is also spelled differently, or is it? Yogurt. 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 To need to be curdled or coagulated. Hey, hey! Hi there. Welcome to the chat. It's been running for a while right now. How you doing? Okay, I don't think it's yogurts anymore because I think it's not derived from Latin to drink. From Latin, from Arabic to drink. I think it's from Turkish or something. Good, nice. I'm super happy. Um, do you like crosswords? I mean, if you have some ideas how you can help me, jump in. If you know anything about the Arabic word to drink, let me know. All right, looking forward. Um, you do? Really? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. No. Now I feel ashamed because I don't think I'm too good. I'm good enough for a person who writes crosswords for New York Times, write puzzles for New York Times, in my chat. High stakes gambler, Vegas lingo. Thank you. I actually, if I do solve this, I'm having a 13-day streak. So I'm quite decent, I would say. So thank you. Thanks a lot. All right. And take your time. I'm going to, think a little bit out loud. Oh, I mean, actually, I know that some people actually do, like there are tournaments about who solves the crosswords the fastest. I mean, I kind of, yeah, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed by these people. Like, I cannot really think of, I mean, I'm doing this for a long time, but oh, you're not. Or, I mean, maybe you are. I mean, if you are, then I'm super happy that you're here. I mean, in any way, whatever it is. Oh yeah. I mean compared to the best people, I think I cannot even compare them to myself or myself to them. Because I haven't deserved yet to be compared to the best. But I have actually a couple of ideas for a crossword puzzle myself for like something like this. But it's more like I want to do a crossword about this, and I'm not really sure how this is going to be achieved or anything. Um, yeah, so I think it's kind of like one of my dreams. It's going to be my resolution, New Year's resolution for 2026 to make a crossword puzzle. Oh, the software. Actually, I somehow didn't even think about that there is a software that does it. I kind of the perfect resolution, I also think so. Thank you. That actually would make total sense. I actually have to say I also mostly solved this on my phone. I was quite surprised how the front end looks or user interface looks on a computer or for a web browser. I write jokes and trivia for the newspaper that was scrambled into a puzzle, got a cryptogram next to the crossword. Oh, I mean, can you maybe post a link or something? I would be really interested to take a look at it. Haven't written one in years. Well, I am. I mean, oh, that would be super nice. I will take a look. Thank you so much. Okay, the New York Times doesn't put my puzzles online, but I have occasionally tweeted them. Ah, okay. But I mean, I guess, I mean, as long as, in general, I think that making a puzzle is an art in itself because you have to make it challenging enough so it's not obvious, but also not challenging enough so understandable, clear enough so it's solvable. So as a person who have tried to put on some quizzes in my I tried to do a musical quiz for my friends at some point, and I found it extremely complicated because apparently not everyone is listening to the same music that I do, and not everyone knows the same facts that I do. And so, like, balancing out the level is very complicated. And I mean, when it's not for the people that you know, it's even more hard. It's even like more complicated because you don't know those people, right? You have to have an idea about what your typical reader is, who your typical solver is. Yeah, and the culture is more atomized and separated than ever. True that. More references that are broad enough for most solvers, of course. I have to admit that some of those references I've been solving these crosswords for years, but there are a couple of categories that I find are not broad enough. I mean, they're broad for American solvers, and I can't imagine someone actually like just learning all that, just memorizing something like this. But it kind of kills me every time when I have a reference to something sports related. I mean, and not like Penn athletes. I kind of understand that this is like Penn University. Some they have some sports team, and the sports team is called something. And let's kind of do the name of these athletes. Like, but I don't know. I mean, definitely, I do not know that. And this kind of this category of questions. Okay, the Quakers and the Penn State Nittany Lions, etc. Okay, so these are these are the things that you actually know. Quakers, Quakers. I think this is kind of what will fit. No, it's okay. It's okay. That's not a problem at all. I think that would actually fit. I was mid-sentence. So what I meant to say is that it just annoys me that there is all these terms from the sports, and no matter how often I Google that, it doesn't help me. So every time I will have to Google once again what is the name of this team from the Penn State University because I mean I don't care. What does it even play? But I think it's also one of the facets of a crosswords that just have to have some challenge, and so it does compile. I'm not really sure what's the correct term for a crossword, but so that you get the entries that are solvable and awards, like not awards, but awards. So many have argued that the old white guys were for too long the target audience. So like old-time baseball, corporate America, golf, etc. appear more than like whatever 16 years old girls are into. This is so true. This is so deep and so true. This is, I mean, I'm not really in the community for the crosswords, I have to say. I was kind of doing this just for myself for a very long time. But I would kind of say that this is the truest sentence I have to say this about the crosswords. Like, this is my biggest complaint. On the other hand, I cannot say that I am really into what a 16 years old girls are into as well. I think it might be also quite complicated. I mean, all those slang words for vibes, etc. I think it's also not that easy at all times, but I've actually seen quite talented and very quality made crossword that includes stuff like Animal Crossing and like where Animal Crossing was actually a theme for a crossword. This is what I mean. So they're trying to broaden it and bring more people into a Big Ten. There have been many younger minority female internet constructors in recent years. Also, the COVID pandemic attracted many new software constructors, and it's easier than ever because of the internet. For sure, it's a culture, and I have to say this also the COVID also worked for me. I think I started solving crosswords like for New York Times like 3 years ago or something. So a little bit about my background. I think it has to be said that I mean, apparently this is I'm not like American at all. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm actually I'm Ukrainian. I live in Germany. I am from another nation. Thank you so much for so not such nice compliments about my English. I just watch a lot of movies. Yeah, this is what I do. I wish I could do that even more, honestly. But anyway, yeah, I've been just like having English classes since I was like 6 or something. So this has been quite easy for me. I also learned, but I don't think I don't think this is because I'm like uh, I talk English quite a lot, but I also talk German quite a lot recently. So took a Baltic cruise, but we didn't quite get to Ukraine, of course, just Lithuania, Latvia, etc. I mean, this is all former USSR countries. But I actually have been to both of those countries myself. This is quite nice. I mean, I hope you enjoyed your Baltic cruise. I think the Baltic countries, they are much nice. They are way nicer than most of post-USSR countries are. They have nice architecture. They have this European vibe, etc. Our movies and TV are like number one expert in a way. That's true. Yeah, the whole world learn English from friends. I actually am one of those people, I think. But it's also a fun thing that in Ukraine they had when I was a child. I mean, I'm like 30 years old, okay? So when I was a child, we had this voiceover was done in a way like it was English and then Ukrainian was voiceover, but it was made this way that you would still hear English and then there would be Ukrainian the kind of Ukrainian words said on top of that. So you could kind of hear two languages at the same time running kind of in parallel. And I find this was a really, really, really nice way for me to like just listen to all this. And I kind of learned the grammar. I kind of learned this like words that kind of, all the same. Yeah, I mean, where are you from actually? Yeah, I guess you're from America, so that's why you're making puzzles for your New York Times crosswords. Ah, in Chicago. That's really nice. Actually, I've never been to America. I've been to UK a couple of times, but I haven't got to be in America yet. I'm planning on get so the plan is I'm getting my German passport. It's gonna happen next year. I'm pretty sure of that for some reason. But 6 years. I mean, 6 years I think is not enough to like do stuff perfectly when it comes to language. I know. Sorry. Coming back to my previous thought, I am planning to get a German passport, which I already applied for, and it should definitely happen next year. And then I don't need a visa for United States anymore, and then I can come to America and like actually see New York. I don't know, somehow maybe friends and like Martin Scorsese and like everything. I kind of want to see New York most of the things. But actually, Chicago is also one of the things that I really want to see. So maybe we can meet up sometime. Um, okay, you have never been to Germany, Swiss, or Spain or Croatia. Those are the next European nations you want to visit. Okay. Um, actually, like I I mean, I would say Switzerland is really nice, but it's really similar to the south of Germany where I live. So I live in Munich. And Germany is very diverse. I think Switzerland is also super diverse, but the German-speaking part of Switzerland is really, it's very similar to the south of Germany, but it's kind of polished. I don't know. I really enjoy coming to Switzerland once in a while, but I kind of feel like it's also way too posh for me somehow. Yeah, I really like Spain. It's really nice, and Germans in general really enjoy Spain because it's relatively cheap to get there, and it's relatively cheap to stay there for a long time, do their vacations there. So there's actually a joke. Okay, this is. I hope no one who checked my um, who makes a decision about giving me a passport watches this, but I think there are 17 or 16 Bundesländer in Germany. This is like a state in the US. And so they say that um, Mallorca, it's an island in Spain. So it's like an extra Bundesland for Germany. I think it's 18th or 17th, depending on how many there is, which I don't remember right now. Again, I hope no one really watches this from the people who make the decision about giving me a passport. Um, oh, you missed Federer at the Halle Grass Court Tournament. I still want to go there. My brother taught English in Berlin for 2 years, but you didn't visit him there. Okay, I mean, I think teaching English anywhere is a common way to travel for Americans, and I mean, actually for a lot of people. But from what I know, Germany is wealthy, English friendly, cosmopolitan, scenic, for it's easy to visit. I thought Bundesliga was a soccer league. This is true. I think it's a soccer league. Thinking of La Liga, yes, Mallorca and Menorca are the Balearic Islands. Rafael Nadal is from Manacor on Mallorca. Interesting facts. Didn't know that where the Nadal was from, but I actually, wait a sec. Oh, it is the message, your previous message disappeared. What I wanted to say is that I think this Germany is really diverse. This is true. The scenic parts, okay, I'm like, the Bavaria is really scenic because we have like mountains here, we have Alps, and but it's also very diverse. Berlin is completely different from Munich. Berlin is like all it has some NYC vibes because it's like kind of messy. It's I mean sometimes you would say it's a dumpster because it is. Some of the parts of it, yeah, it still has great culture, university, museums, everything is so cool, or it can be so cool. Um, I mean, it's really hip. And Munich is all very like slow, and I would say in Berlin there is a lot of young people, and I would say that in Munich there's a lot of older people because it's a really nice place to retire somehow. I mean, this is everything is so slow. The variants don't really hurry anywhere. So, but um, I would say that so English friendly, Berlin, not Munich, but I mean recent years. Munich as well, but I would still say that there is hardly anywhere a place where they don't speak German and in Munich, but I've seen a few places in Berlin where they were like, "Can we please switch to English? I don't speak German." And it's like a cafe or something, a restaurant. So your waiter doesn't really know German. This is normal in Berlin. In Germany, it wouldn't be this like this. And soccer is actually a really big thing here. Soccer means, I mean, football, I kind of dislike that the Americans call it soccer because I don't even understand where it comes from. And I actually work in a German company, Volkswagen, and my colleagues, they all like talk about football. They can talk about it forever. And I don't care about it much, so I think maybe again something similar with America in this way. But yeah, I know for sure that Bundesliga is a German football league. Um, La Liga. I mean, I wouldn't. I guess it could have been also like French. They also have like La and La as an article. Okay, moving forward to the next message. I'm in my seat 2 weeks from now. Actually hosting Trivia Puzzle Game Night at my friend's temple. Friend's temple? You have like priest friends. Speaking of elite American universities, Princeton, New Jersey. Wow, then 2 days later I'm getting on a cruise in Brooklyn that runs down to the Caribbean for Christmas and New Year's. What? You're having such a fun life. I have to admit you are you're having a blast in next 2 weeks. Hosting a trivia game, fun, Princeton, fancy, and Brooklyn. Again, this is I kind of have heard that Berlin has some NYC vibes and the Caribbean. I mean, oh my God, is there a better way to spend New Year's other than the Caribbeans? I mean, I would if I had a chance to, because like for me, Caribbeans is so far away. I actually have a friend from who lives in New York, and he would always be like, "Yeah, so we've been to like what was that? Barbados. I've been to Barbados," and I'm like, "Oh my God, Barbados is like so far away. It probably costed you like a fortune." He was like, "No, it's actually like a few hours from from NYC. It's actually not that far away." And I'm checking it out, and yeah, actually, Caribbean is not that far away from US, but especially from like New York. I mean, it's also not close, It's not that far away, but for us, it's like another other hard part of the world. Father was born in Mercedes and picked it up in Stuttgart. Yes, this is where they do Mercedes. The factories in Detroit around southern Germany. When they were done, the car was shipped to the US. That is the thing the German automakers do. National pride. That's true. And these German automakers, and they have like this is true. This is a national pride, and it's actually a very big problem or big issue right now that like how like the state of the industry right now in Germany is very stressed. Let's put it like this, because the salaries are really high, the margins in Europe are very low, and the business in China is struggling because of the Chinese cars. So it's quite oppressed, quite depressing, and but I really hope that they're gonna figure this out, because yeah, I mean, this is national pride. This is like, I mean, German cars is one of the brands of the country. Never married, no kids, no broke. I'm enjoying life a bit. It took me long to. Oh, that's actually so true. I mean, you can watch some movies to see what the world looks like, but unless you actually are there, what are you doing like in your life? Do you make crossword puzzles full time? The Queen Mary 2, an old-fashioned boat, the world's last ocean liner. You have a friend writing for The Simpsons. You're going with him and his wife. It's weird that this crew sleeps from NYC. Most of them go from like Miami or Puerto Rico. The queue. Most of the transatlantic crossings, but once a year they do this run down for the islands for Christmas. Wow, this is like so much fun! So much fun! Oh my god! Oh my god! What is the talks they actually give? The friend is giving on an attorney and work in a family office. Oh, attorney in law. That's really cool. I mean, I guess from what I know about state of the law in America, it's really good. So it's quite easy to make good money being an attorney. So, I mean, good for you. Really happy that you're doing so well. And I mean, attorneys and the lawyers are the people who have to have an outstanding command of a language. So I kind of find it really fitting that you do crossword puzzles and like all kind of wordplay kind of things, because I mean, you have to be really close to your language. Q was speaking about The Simpsons, how to write and publish children's book. Oh, I mean, yeah. What a cool career to be writing for Simpsons. That's true. That's absolutely 100% true. I mean, I I mean, I haven't has he been doing this for a long time? I mean, there's been like what 40 seasons so far. Yes, there are a lot of professionals into puzzles, librarians, academics too. Yeah, I think it's like people who have like yeah, excellent command of the language and like who feel the language very differently from the others. I can't, but I have to say I'm also very I used to I'm very different from the normal, I would say, person who would do puzzles. Um I'm with best puzzle writers, so like engineers, music people. It's like engineering to put grids together. This is a very good thing that you wrote this, because I am a mathematician myself. I'm working in analytics, and this is, but I always have found it complete like extremely difficult to. Oh, extremely smart. This is a bit of an overstatement, but thank you for the compliment. I will take it gladly. Um, yeah, so um, yeah, I mean, I always found it extremely complicated to make a puzzle, especially of this wordplay, anything that has to do with a wordplay. But I also have to say that a lot of my humor is related to making puns on words and making the words and kind of like putting them in different contexts or using different meanings, not only in English, also in Russian. I have, I'm, again, I've been living here in Germany for like 7 years. I think first 5, I've been working in American, in a small company where I mostly spoke English with my clients, and everyone around me was more or less German in any, I mean, in some way. Everyone, okay, 80% of people were German. But I always spoke with them in English. Once in a while, I would just do like one sentence in German, but I listened to them, and I think it's like, something like watching Friends as I was a child. You just listen to all this stuff, and you pick up the grammar. You just kind of pick up what people say, what people do not say, which words kind of fit together, which words do not fit together. And eventually, for the last 2 years, I'm working entirely in German, working with the words technicians along with the Far East, as far as I can see. Also, of course, the USA, or where we used to be. What we used to be, I would tell you that the Germans would be like, yeah, we used to be so good, but not anymore. I think it's like everyone is in despair these days, and everyone thinks that, like, it was better in the past. I don't know. I think we can. I kind of find it more productive to look into the future and try to build a better future, other than to look back and see, like, and think about, like, oh, how good was that? It used to be. It's not there anymore, so let's move forward. Yeah, I mean, my German is solid, but my German is solid, but it's a way more complex language than English, in a way that you have to think about way more things. You have to like think it through way more than in English when you start talking. You kind of have to have like your your nouns fit your adjectives. Like everything has to like match perfectly. And then there are like a lot of cases, and some of them are really rare. You also have this multiple second persons, and as in, again, Germany is trying to like get more progressive, and it used to be there is I mean, I don't know if you know this. I will just like quickly share a quick lecture. Then that in German there is a formal you and informal you, and they're grammatically very different entities. Because like formal you is way, 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 way simpler than informal you. So if I were talking to you right now in a formal you, I would be like using infinitives for the verbs. It would be, I would say, not too complicated. Um, wait a sec. There is a formal you and informal you, and I mean here, not just a single person. I also mean like what is it, plural? I mean plural as well. So there is a plural form of you. And I think in English it's like all the same. All three are the same word. And in German it's like you single person, you plural as a formal, and then, or informal rather. And then there is one U for formal in the um, single and in plural. So it's complicated, okay? And the thing is that anytime you study German, which I actually also didn't do, I don't have that much formal education in German. Anytime you do, you don't really practice this plural informal you because it's always it always somehow gets forgotten and like left out. And when I started with Volkswagen, the first thing I noticed is that they try to be like all modern and like um try to be at the same eye level, what they say. So they try to like use this informal you a lot. And that leads to a situation where you're sitting in a chat with like five people or like two people is enough. It's already a plural form of informal you. And you're trying to come up with the forms of the verbs that you've never heard before because you never used these verbs in this context, like with this form in your studies because they just like omit them entirely. It's like not necessary, but somehow in the real life, in my life, it's exactly the most complicated part that I have to always think through. Yeah, but I mean, I think in 2 years, it's actually improved quite a lot. I've talked to my colleagues recently, and they said like, okay, yeah, maybe 2 years ago you had like B2 because I passed an exam, but it was really you could see that I'm like not aware. I'm not aware. I'm not really sure about what I'm saying and like what I was really yeah, unsure about everything. But right now, even if I'm saying complete crap, I'm 100% sure about it. And it's like, it's the best way to achieve fluency in language. Yeah, all right. So let me see what you wrote. The case in French, too, is informal, is more formal. Actually studied some French as well at school for quite a lot of years actually, but I find it completely, it's too complicated. I completely forgot it. Yes, in French, the plural is the same thing as formal, where it sounds like Germany has three English, just you, like you said. Yeah, I mean, so in some way, French is easier than German, but I don't think it's an always. You say that I have, yeah, there's a gap. Um, You say that my English sounds really good. I have some accent, but it's okay. I cannot imagine myself speaking French. This is like the worst nightmare that I have is to have to speak to speak a single word in French. It's just because the accent, I don't know how they make those sounds. The apparatus they produce those sounds with must be completely alien. I cannot find another explanation to how they produce those sounds and how the hell does that even work out for them. And I also don't understand how the hell they understand themselves speaking because it's always like it feels like the sentences is just like one long word. So I mean, kudos to you for learning French and like for staying with it for 6 years. I did it because I had to, you know, not because I really wanted to. Oh, really? I mean, it's good for you. I'm so happy. Like, again, because this is like the worst thing for me that and if you nail the accent, I mean, that I'm like, I think you're really one of those people that they can speak it then, learn to speak it very well. Yes, I mean, I have good flow, but sometimes you don't know the word I'm trying to say, but so you have to explain it. I think this is, yeah, same for me in in German. So yeah, happens to the best of us. And I also think that, I mean, 6 years is a lot of time. It can feel like a lot of time, but again, I feel like I study or learn English. I don't study it, but I learn English for almost my entire life, and there are still blind spots that I have. And I would say the same about Russian, actually. This is my like mother tongue. Um, and there are still a lot of words that I sometimes look at. I'm thinking, okay, I've seen this, but what does it actually mean? Yeah, yeah. I mean, the grammar of French. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, no, it wasn't my cup of tea. I think it also like combined with I mean, there is also a trick that almost every form of the of the verb sounds the same if you scrap the endings. I mean, it's still fine if you're just talking. But considering like the talking didn't work for me as well because they had this crappy accent, I don't know. Yeah, I'm quite happy that I mean, I cannot say I'm quite happy that I don't study French. I understand French quite a lot. Quite a lot of it. I also try to learn Spanish a little bit, and I think learning some French helps you with Spanish a lot because, yeah, je joue, tu joues, il joue, nous jouons, vous jouez, il joue. Four of us, four out of six. Il joue. Il joue, it can be he plays, it can be they play. Il joue. Yeah, that's why I absolutely would have failed any oral exam or this, listening part of the exam if I were to take a French exam. This is how I felt because we had a B1 class back then. So I was at a university. We had a B1 class and we did like some model tests. And I always felt like whenever I'm listening to them speaking, I made lots of mistakes because I barely understand what they say. And then I had a lot of mistakes, like actually producing production orale, I think it's called, when you actually have to like talk yourself. Yeah, but reading is fine. Writing is okay. If you have time to adjust the thing to like think about it, it's also okay for me. So anyway, a lot of Latin roots, like everything that is yeah, everything that comes from Latin, I think it's also quite helpful with some I mean not with English per se, but I also sometimes amuse my husband that I can understand some Portuguese or some Spanish or something else because I just maybe that can be that I'm like 100% understanding what it's written because it's still there are still those false friends of the what is this called? The false friends um of a translator's false friends, something like this. Um where it kind of seems like the word should mean something because it means something in another language that you know, and that is like that you assume would have the same meaning, but it doesn't have the same meaning. Yeah, so it can be misleading, true, but I kind of think that like it would work 80% of the time, so at least for now. So I'm still very happy that I took those French lessons. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I could maybe even open them. Open that. Can I? Or can I? Can I open this? Um, I don't think I can open it right like this because actually a good thing is that I'm like nowhere near finishing this puzzle. But yeah, let's see. I can shoot your puzzle. Yeah. Wow. Let's. Oh wow. Cryptogram. I have to print them. I have to print them. Okay. I mean, okay. I kind of thought that it would be possible to do that on a computer. You know, like do you know these minute cryptics? Do you know the minute cryptic? There's this like yeah. I mean, we have recently also like we fancy solving them with my husband. I mean, those are also like I mean, you said cryptograms. I kind of thought of minute cryptic for a minute. I mean, I thought about minute cryptic for a minute. Um, Read my first cryptic the other day, but started solving them as a kid in Games Magazine. I don't know the Games Magazine, but yeah, I mean, is it? But I mean, this cryptic, this is like cryptic is the type of a puzzle, yeah? Yeah, I mean, somehow I just thought about it, and those things use something you definitely can solve on your phone, or like you don't need any paper for that. Yeah. Okay, so cryptogram is something completely different, and I think is it something like with the you have to come up with a code of onto how each letter is translated into another letter. So this is a cryptogram. It used to be a big thing before the internet. Many of us learned cryptics in there. I mean, I think the internet was there. No, I mean, the internet wasn't there when I was born, but I mean, it wasn't that big. But the writers, now big puzzle editors in the USA, like the New York Times and Wall Street Journal. There are also Wall Street Journal crosswords. I mean, I have to say, the I I don't know the entire world of puzzles as well or crosswords. Okay, every letter stands for another letter. So it's like X W might be the word I am or the word I would or I had. I'd. Okay. Okay, so kind of like you find. Okay, I will look into this. This is interesting. I should print it out. I can print it out and then I. But is there um can there be like any rule towards what letter can be translated into what letter? Or is there something like, this Caesar algorithm where it's like each letter is translated always into specific letter because there is some so it's not that easy. What I say is that it's not arbitrary. It's not arbitrary. It's just that puzzle. In just that puzzle. Okay. Mm, I mean, that would be just weird if that wasn't only in that puzzle, actually. I mean, in my opinion. So it's like there's a 10 cubes that is probably like the letters A, T, E, S, etc. Yeah. I mean, that kind of makes sense. So like more obvious letters, etc. But okay, I'll take a look at them. So maybe next time we'll see each other, I can share my thoughts. But I mean, in any case, even if I don't manage to solve this, I would say that this I find it really special that you even do that, that you paused your puzzles. I really admire people who do that, so kudos to you. yeah, I mean, I'm always happy to meet people like this. This is really amazing. Yeah, I kind of a little bit, I kind of envy you a little bit because, being, I would really want to have something to do with New York time puzzles as my job, but I don't see, I don't see this happening anytime soon or ever. And also like having one extra job is also a bit too much for me. But I mean, like, I'm also feeling so lucky that I am in your presence right now. So I'm really glad that we're feeling all very lucky today, tonight, or today for you, tonight for me, because it's actually past midnight in Munich right now. Will Schwartz, the puzzle editor, thought of me for the job. He offered me $50 for puzzle. I was like, it's have to write jokes and shit. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you so much. I mean, I feel like so blessed to know someone who knows Will Shorts personally. I don't know. I never, this streaming, I didn't think it will get there and so quickly. Oh my gosh. Edited by Will Shorts. Wait, but like someone you work with actually. Oh my God. This is crazy. But yeah. Oh, tell me, spill the tea. Tell me everything. Oh, wow. I actually like spelling bee is one of the things I have to admit this is like the puzzle that I think I've tried or I'm trying even. I'm opening the least. I think they have like those badges right now, and I don't even think I have any badge for spelling bee. I think it's really big, at least for what I can tell by it having its own like forum, etc. Right, and it being like so close to the crossword in popularity in my eyes, or it's like next biggest thing after the crossword, I think, for New York Times. But somehow, I don't know, I just cannot come up with those words without clues for them. Yeah, I think there's also like, yeah, spelling bee is a completely different thing that unfortunately doesn't really work for me that as well as as crosswords in general. Yeah. Oh no, we already have Sunday crossword already there. So I think we need to finish with the Saturday crossword. Let me quickly solve the Saturday puzzle. I'll be right back. Yeah, let's do this. You be right back, and I'll try to solve it as well. I have to Google some things. Yeah, but let's see. Let's do this. Um, Temple of Hephaestus. Temple of Hephaestus. You don't have to do this fast. It's also Athens. Weird. I thought the Athens wouldn't fit. Okay, no. It's okay. Nothing personal. Athens. Athens. Athens actually fits, okay. St. Pete's. Okay, St. Pat's, I guess. St. Pat's, after all. So it's Patrick's. Okay, French president Coty. I don't know. Didn't know that the France had that many presidents. Francois. Ah, okay, this is not right, Coty. René Coty. René. Almost as a beggar. René. Oh, it says there's a raider. Makes sense. Totally makes sense. Treats whose name is derived from Arabic for to drink. I don't know anymore. Still do not know. High stakes gambler in Vegas lingo. She's 17 across. Okay, who the hell is Bandolier? Belt for holding either individual cartridges, belts of ammunition or grenades. What? Okay, this is getting way too. I think it's belt. It's ammo belt. Ammo belt. Ammo belt. Tritz's name is to drink. Wait, maybe it's not St. Patrick's after all, but Athens. It goes around in circle. Booty. Chinese surname translating Zhuo. I know Mao. I don't know Zhuo. Treats his name is derived from the Arabic for to drink. To drink. Macbeth is something that would fit here. Fit in here. I'd say gambler. I'm pretty sure Wikipedia has some Vegas lingo. Okay, game. Casino slang. That caged crab. Whale it is. Whale, I think, is also a term in many other things, like when in the computer games, like the large, people who have like large subscriptions or subscribe. It's also closing stamp. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's not. It doesn't fit, but it's a wrap for sure. I'ma be there. I'm gonna be there. Meet you there. Rumor has it. Yes, true. I actually had it as one of the options. Rumor has it, but because of this didn't work out. Shiro. Transliterating. I'm sorbet. It's a sorbet. That's a wrap. Count me in. It goes around in circles. Tire. It goes around in circles. Hole. In here. I'm go there. I'm do there. I'm go there. I'm a. Okay, I don't know. Let's skip this for now. I think this is I see. Um, okay. African grazer. Let's try to think about African grazers. Who are typical? Our typical grazers are grazer that grazes. Red kangaroo. Biodiversity. North America. Yes, these are people like the people who eat people. Did I say people again? Animals who graze or who eat grass for food. Um, pseudo-ruminant, African. Horse cattle. Okay, grazing is a really complicated thing. African. I think it's something like a gazelle, maybe. Gazelle is spelled differently. Ah, gazelle, because it's with the name. Gazelle. Okay. This is also not doing well very fast. What can we Google here? 618. 618. This you did this in 618. Oh my god. Oh my god. You should be streaming these, but okay, on the other hand, this is gonna be a 6 minute stream. Probably not gonna be that amusing. But this is really fast. Oh my god. You do stream them. Oh my god, I have to watch that. I will I watch you. I watch you. I'll subscribe. Can me as one of those of both your viewers. Good, good. I'll be there. I'll be there. Um, thank you. Thank you so much. But okay, then I cannot really compete. Not that I'm trying to compete, but yeah, I don't think this is going to be too. It's going to be fair competition. Um, okay, let's talk about Penn athletes here. You said it was Quakers, or is it different word here? I think it was Quakers. I think it's a rhino though. It was a rhino. It just has a lot of letters in front of it, which I don't know how to answer for now. Um, okay, probably who dat? Who dat? Hippie happening. I don't know. Oh, supersonic, supersonic, supersonic. Okay, maybe it's not a where, but okay, B. I don't really want answers. I don't really want answers. I want some clues that are lighter clues than the ones written here. um, John M. I didn't know this guy. I guess toiletry, Keat. I mean, probably soap. I mean, quite straightforward. Indubitably, it's like means like it for sure. Long time display product. I don't know what that means. I mean, could be anything. Holder of arrows. I'm going to do a thing that I didn't want to do, but I'm going to translate Russian word into English. Or German for some reason. Um, Quiver. Is this? Yes, I think this is it. I guess I knew the word, but doesn't. It's not really like that on top of my head that I can say a quiver. Yeah, they're definitely quite. Yeah, it's actually quite a lot of cues for quests in here. Spot to dock. Ah, it's a quay. Quay. I think in French there is a word that's like quay or something. There's a circle one and sitting. Is this a word? Is it quay actual word? Ah, okay, so it's just written with an Y. Okay. And go or so it was Ivy. Okay. QB. Oh, the classic arcade games. This is not something that I'm good at. Okay, so I know the word from French, because it's like a platform in French when the trains arrive. This word I know. Um, is it like a Snickers? No, it's not. Maybe like Swig because it's like a cool white. Hubert. I think you either know that or you don't. Or you can Google that, I guess. Hubert. Yeah, this is also something that I sometimes do because I have to, because I don't know a lot of things. So yeah, I kind of guessed actually, because I don't think the Civic is a word. Indubitably, it's maybe a quite. Yoga pants and such is some. I'm quite sure. Is it quick? Like, I know Nesquik. Is it probably also from Nestle? Um, Cloths. Ah, okay. This is where this comes from. Like you would wear to the sports. Quick is where you call Nesquik? Really? Wow. Today I learned. Um, it's like sports. I mean, I would call it sportswear. Training wear. I would just call it sportswear. I wouldn't do Nestle's Quick was on the TV commercial when I was a kid. I mean Nesquik kind of makes sense because it's Nestle's Quick, like Nestle's Crunch is a candy bar. Nestle's Crunch. I'm curious if there is like this thing, but in okay, I don't think they sell this anywhere else, or at least okay, this is in Russian. Sorry for this, but okay, this is our other. Okay, it was sold in Britain under the name of Dairy Crunch, and I think this is the only place where they would sell it. Too bad because there is like some Nestle bars actually as like bars scrunches when it crunches. It's all of Nestle's crunch. I mean, I can relate to having commercial songs from your childhood in your head forever. Those are things that kind of define your personality for some reason. There is like, yeah, this like this entire cultural thing. When you sometimes we even speak with like in those in those words from the ads. I think the ads nowadays are not as strong as they used to be. Um, Good question. Why? Maybe because it's like no one watches the ads this much as we used to. Um, but yeah, I mean, I do not obviously know this um, particular ad, but yeah, I so can relate. They used to have bigger budgets, and people actually, I think, didn't have a chance or didn't have an option to like skip that or like pay to not watch that. So yeah, it used to be, I don't know, it used to be like more fun. I've noticed recently that every car commercial is the same. It's just a car, like in some beautiful landscape. And it's just riding through a beautiful landscape, and it's just the music is different, and then some words at the end are different. And cars look slightly different because they also look very similar these days. So I think at some point it's not useful anymore to do a car commercial. At least yeah, at least I'm not the audience. Okay, may I will just say quiet in here. Is it water? No. White rhino. This is probably a quip. Quip? I mean, Hugh, something comes. A. A. Because it's tile saws. I think it's cutters for tiles. Um, Not equip. Not equip. I would also say that. Ah, it's a QT, a Q tip. It's a Q tip. Yeah, it's a active wear. That makes sense because I was always like, also like the U in here didn't really make sense. So it's a QT. Okay, good. Thank you so much. I mean, for like, helping, but not like giving me all the answers. Kind of love it. Okay, wait a sec. Not so fast. Easy Rider. What else? Yeah, yeah. I think this is like really helpful, and you don't feel so guilty for like. I also think I don't like it when people like give you straight answers. You don't get satisfaction from that. Um, that's crazy. True, true. But I sometimes also think that if you don't like Google straight away your clue, but they kind of Google around it, you kind of, I mean, you get the idea, but you have to work for it. You get the answer, but you're gonna have to work for it, and it kind of gives you some satisfaction at least. Gap is wrong. Yeah. But it is alert. It is alert. I think the this is an alert because I'm not really sure where the March Madness is and what the madness part is about. But side effect after barbecue meal informally meat. No, I think it a shark bait. I kind of think that shark 58 versus 58. 58. Ah, it's in here. Big annual college basketball tournament. I mean, I've this is as much as I can say about what is March Madness. Okay, basketball is something, I mean, not that I can not always say, but I kind of get this is like college some sports kind of happens all the time, and I think they have like brackets, kind of like the teams are all messed up, or I don't know. I read about it a couple of times, but it doesn't stay in my head that much. So, what kind of alert would they give that would be big news in a sports event? It's a big national record. You have it. Okay, what would be big news in this sports event? Triple alert. I don't know what is a big news. What is considered big news in basketball? I like that some NBA guys coming. Like some what was this guy's name? The Shaq is coming. Any sport. Ah, little team is like it's upset. I think it's called upset victory. I think it's called upset. Um. Okay, so this shark bait is not meat. I don't know what that shark bait is. Was asked a musical question. Do you want to build a snowman? I don't know. Like I don't know what that is. This probably is just a streets, not avenues. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, as I said, I've been doing this for a long time. Now my first rodeo. The ice cream and Frozen, and this is like, I think I bet it's Elsa. I actually never seen Frozen. We've been to Disneyland in Shanghai this year, and we went to this show when they like sing along Frozen something, and they were like actors on a main stage. They were like singing, and I was like, why the hell there is some lady singing and the Elsa is not here? And my husband is like, she's not the main character of this cartoon. I was, I'm, I kind of believed him. I don't know if this is 100% true. I guess it is. He wouldn't just lie to me for no reason. But I was really surprised because I somehow everything I know about the Frozen is Elsa and the Let It Go song. So I was kind of thinking she was the main character of it. Okay, you just learned there is you just learned there's Shanghai Disney. One more thing, one more fact into your little piggy bank of facts. So I guess you're a tennis enthusiast. Oh, you also want to go to the Tokyo. Euro Disney. I actually never been to any other Disneyland. Is the first and only Disneyland I've ever been was in Shanghai. I've been to Tokyo. It's actually really nice. I mean, the Tokyo itself, never been to the Disneyland there. Been there twice. I mean, Tokyo is amazing. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times I think about I would wish to live in a place like Tokyo, but I think in Japan is a very controversial thing to live in if you think about it, especially coming from someone who lives in Germany, the country where you have like so many, in Bavaria, where we have like 15 public holidays a year, and this is just public holidays, and we have like 30 vacation days. Like you work like less than you actually go on vacation. So coming from Japan where they like work all the time, I don't know, that's kind of hard. You'd go your pro and college event. Wow. You go to pro and college events. You don't play pro tennis. I kind of thought you played pro tennis and like I was like, which Where are you in the rankings? But okay. I mean, if you are in the rankings, that's cool to know. Either that's cool to know as well. Has some decent tickets to the US Open in NYC. Oh wow. I actually read about the Disneylands quite a lot there. I was quite it was quite cute to know that there is a Disneyland because it's in LA, but there is also a Disney World because it's in Orlando. I think it's kind of fun. Japanese woman has lived there since then. Very smart in Harvard. He probably learned Japanese in 2 hours. Without his life ever speaks English. Lol. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I need to open the door. I am back. All right. So, I mean, you really didn't know. This is crazy. I guess. I also think so. I mean, I don't know if this is like actually a coincidence, but I don't really believe this is a coincidence. Yeah, that would be. I mean, if you do, send me one. Send it to me. I'm looking forward. We'll be looking forward to it. That's so cool. I mean, I'm so happy to share something, to share something that you don't know. You seem to be very knowledgeable about everything, all the facts. Um. Anyway, I'll try to finish the puzzle for today. Is it a J something? So I guess it's kind of like jokes. Like, no jokes. No more jokes. We're very serious now. It's Stokes. Oh no, it's Stokes, I think. It's something like crazy. Um, Stone lines in front of my public library called Patience and Fortitude. And amusingly, Fortitude is the one closer to 42. Oh my god. Oh, oh my god. No, not Stokes. It's yeah, I think it is. Hmm. Wait a sec. Uh, okay, we're so close, but I kind of feel like it's the rest of it is so hard. Side effects after a barbecue meal informally. Patient reported for an time cryptogram. That is a basic NYC knowledge. I I mean I think this is like this St. Pat's is also like a basic NYC knowledge. It's just I don't have one. um it's two words. Meat. I think okay, we do have meat in here after all, I guess. So it's meat. I don't know, Skeets with the Simpsons guy. Crazy. I mean, you're so cool. He lives there now, like in NYC or in the St. Patrick's. Oh, here we go. Now we have some company. Um, I kind of I have an idea for words comp. I'm not sure if this is a right idea to go to. Um, is no. Okay, not yet, not yet. I think it's a not yet. This is Ira Glass. This guy is in crosswords like a lot. He's like really a lot in here. Yeah, I mean this is so cool. Holy smokes! I think this is here. It's holy smokes! Holy smokes! I got the answer. Um, what is Sham maybe? Sham, Isnet. So this is his nope, I guess. So white mouse. May wish you had been here earlier. Fun chat. True, true. And stream tomorrow morning, which is a good timing for Germany. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I mean, absolutely will do. Uh, meet skeets. Sheets? Ma, mat, mar, mess. White mouse. This thing that would happen to your body. Like, meat. Yes, yes, I am. But yeah, thank you so much. I mean, I have a lot to learn, so I'm really happy to learn from you. After barbecue meal, ah, sweats. It's a meat sweats. I came up with the word. It's meat sweats. So I think we only end up with one entry without an answer. It's a Chinese surname transliterating Zhiro. I'm hot here. Count me in. I'm hot here. But is this a Zhiro? No. Oh no. Tree on a game show. Only connect. Only connect. This is so fun. We watched it a few times. Just the down clues. Sometimes, Mr. Oh, that's so fun. Let's find my last letter too. Love it. Yeah, but the very only connect is the hardest. I'm not. Oh yeah, the connections. The connections. Ah, classics. But I'm hot here. I'm I'm go there, dude. I'm 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 so there. I'm so there. I'm so there. But I just think it's still not finished. I'm so there, dude. No? Yeah? Yeah, me too. I think I will have to check everything in this puzzle once again. Or I have to admit that sometimes what I do is I just check if I have this situation, I would just check with the answer key because I don't feel like getting through everything once again. I mean, if you see it very quickly, let's do it. Otherwise, I will just take it 2 minutes. Um, I would I would say this is kind of sketchy, this shark bait for exactly this shark bait. This is exactly what I said. It's like super sketchy. So I don't know what these are. PC Mac. I don't know. Mnet? No, Mnet is a Munich provider for internet. A shark bait, maybe Chum? Boom. Thank you for the hint. That's very subtle. Yeah, thank you so much for helping me out. I mean, I don't think I would do it without you. I would do it, but it would take me like forever to actually do it. So, and a lot of Googling. So thank you so much for stopping by. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up at this point as well because it's almost 1 o'clock. This was so fun. I'm so glad to, meet you and I will follow you. And yeah, there I am. So see you tomorrow, I guess, on your stream. And have fun tonight at that Ira Glass thing. Yeah, thank you so much. Bye bye bye. Bye bye bye. Thank you. Oh, thank you. The guy from the crosswords. Oh my God. So I'm disconnecting